Working with Custom Container Living was, by far the best thing that we could have asked for. Going into this, ordering a tiny home and a container home, it was scary that you guys were 2,000 miles away, and we couldn't be happier. From the start of the build to the delivery, you guys really went above and beyond what we could have asked for.
We were shopping around a lot, and so we were starting to get a gist of what the customer service was like in the tiny home world, and immediately you guys were the greatest. So that was one of the kickers, obviously, other than the product itself, but the customer service was great.
So ordering, completely blind from so far away was definitely nerve-wracking for us, but because of the customer service you guys presented to us and the communication that was there, it really made us feel safe, and we were confident that what we wanted would get done, and sure enough, that's what happened. We stalked your guys' website, and there was a link to a home show, I believe it was. The second we started the video, we were like, this is what we want, and this is the finished product that we want. And there's a couple videos of a couple different containers that you guys had, and all of them looked just so awesome, and I think that ours is a little bit of a blend of all those. We couldn't be happier. We'd love it for the next couple to come and see a video of ours and take some ideas and make it even better for them. And I think that's the whole thing about this whole tiny home movement is, it's a lot of social media and internet. This whole tiny house movement is going around and seeing what you like and then putting your own spin on it and getting your finished product. I think that's kind of what we did with all your previous builds, put a little spin on it ourselves for ours, and came out great.
The videos really helped, especially coming from California, buying a home in Missouri. It was nice to have something other than word descriptions or, photos. Having an actual video and a walkthrough and seeing people's reactions was really helpful, because we were literally buying a house online.
With the tiny houses, with just photos, space is the biggest issue, and sometimes photos can be deceiving with that, but you really could see that with the videos that you guys are maximizing every square foot of the container, and that was really the selling point for us, is getting the most out of a little spot. I would recommend them starting off on your guys' website, scrolling through, and you guys have some links to previous builds.
I think that the website is laid out really well, the way you can kind of choose your size, choose the style, see what's included in that base price, and then kind of go from there. And it was really awesome the way that Robert was able to accommodate my indecisiveness. Take this on, take that off, put this there, put that there. I was back and forth pretty often, and he was totally nonchalant about every reaction that I had and every decision that I made. It was just, we'll get it done. When we first walked in, we were
blown away.
Blown away.
Absolutely blown away, just by the craftsmanship of everything. Seeing it on paper, for the last 4 months of it being built, and then actually seeing it translated to
inside of it
to reality was really, really cool, and we couldn't be happier. Just waking up in there this morning for the first time, through our window in the loft, we could see the sunrise over the mountain, and it's a pretty cool area up there for sure. It's feels like home. I think other than the loft, my favorite part is the bathroom. The bathroom is really spacious, and I think that's the first thing people think of with tiny homes. They're worried about the bathroom, for that's a place that you spend a lot of time. And it totally feels like a normal house in there, and that's kind of my favorite part, that when people stay over, or if anyone is, spending time here, you really feel comfortable in there, and you don't feel crammed. You don't feel like you're in a tiny home. When we started the process of looking for a container, we put out some feelers to some other companies, and we didn't feel that sense of family like we do with you guys. They were thinking of us more as a number, and you guys were thinking of us as people. You understood that we were on a budget, and you worked with us and said this might work, this might not work. And by the end of the build, if you guys called and had a question about something, I totally trusted you to just make the call, because we are family. I feel like we are, part of a family now.
We really all got to know each other. So it was like, I don't know, what do you think I would like? You've gotten to know me pretty well, huh?
And it worked out.
Yeah.
And the pocket door in the closet, for instance, Robert called us and was like, I think a hint of color would look good here. And without even hesitating, I said, you know what, go for it. If you think it's good, you go for it. And I think that
And it's awesome.
it shows the level of not only professionalism, but just the level of you guys being humans and understanding that
Caring.
yeah, you guys care. And it seems like a lot of times now in this world is people don't care, and you guys care for sure. The dog bowls were one of the biggest hits. It was so funny. We made the dogs go in last night, and before we could even point them to it, they were right there. They were right there waiting for their food, and they got it. But yeah, man, it was just icing on the cake. Those dog bowls, it came out so nice.
And the little paw print that matches the barn doors, it ties the whole place together. It's like it's home. The dog bowls are basically built in under the stairs, so it's like a custom little space for our dogs. It is exactly the height of their faces, and we were able to cover all of that with you guys and really make it custom. And so that way the dog bowls don't need to be placed anywhere. They kind of just live under the stairs, and it's perfect.
This house is just as much our dog's as it is ours. Oh, not only will we recommend it, we would buy another one.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day, maybe in the future, if we get a little bigger piece of land, maybe get another one and start adding to the collection. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. We're super happy. And,
we can't contain our happiness.
oh my gosh.
That's my new joke.